everyone, it's Sharonda from Payorwait, and today I'm going to be reviewing 1001, which will hit theaters this weekend. This film is written and directed by A.V. Rockwell, and it stars Tiana Taylor as this film centers around an unapologetic and fiercely loyal Inez who kidnaps her son Terry from the foster care system. The mother and son set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in a rapidly changing New York City. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I'll tell you what I liked about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and should you pay your way to see 1001 in theaters this weekend. So going into what I enjoyed about 1001, and I have to say I first saw this film when it premiered in the Sundance Film Festival. It was my favorite film of the entire festival, and a lot of that really has to center around Tiana Taylor's performance. I think that Tiana Taylor is absolutely phenomenal as Inez, who really could be seen as a very flawed character. But I think because of A.V. Rockwell's beautiful script, there's so many different layers to a woman like Inez, a woman who oftenly isn't depicted for their complex layers, especially in media and film. And so it just felt so good to watch a film about a Black woman, you know, who is struggling to be a mother, who's fighting against this system, who's fighting against gentrification, who's trying to find love and acceptance in a world that never gave that to her to begin with. And I think that the way that Tiana portrays this performance is so raw and emotional, but she's captivating to watch. Like, she just has this sauce to her that you just want to keep watching everything that she does, even though at times these scenes and what she's conveying, it could be a little hard to watch. Her character Inez can be a little ugly at times on the inside, but I think that there's really kudos to Tiana's performance to make you care so much about such a flawed character, and really that you understand the choices that Inez makes. You understand who she is as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. I just think that there's so many different layers to how she handles the nuances of her performance as Inez, you know, how she is as a mother, how she is just as a woman who's trying to pursue her dreams, who's trying to break generational trauma. I just think that she's such a fantastic actress, and I really hope that we talk about her when it comes time for awards conversation. I personally feel like this movie should have came out a little bit later in the year so she can actually be fresh on everyone's minds. But I just think that Tiana just does such a beautiful job at portraying this character. Now, also too, this is kind of like a low-key, like a coming-of-age film as well, because as we center around her and her son Terry's journey, we get to see Terry grow up right before our eyes, and he's played by three different actors: Aaron Kingsley Adetola, who plays this Terry at 6 years old, Avon Courtney at 13 years old, and Josiah Cross is Terry at 17 years old. And I have to say, I really like the progression of Terry as we get to see who Terry is when we first see him as a young boy. I thought that Aaron did a fantastic job, even as he gets into his teenage years with Avon, and then also too as Terry is basically becoming an adult when he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life. I think that the balance of the different performances, I do love. I think my favorite still is 6-year-old Terry, because he's just so great as a kid, and just seeing a child be a child, but see how taking care of a 6-year-old, especially when you don't have your life together as it is already. I just love that dynamic between Terry and Inez, especially when he's a young boy. But I think that all of the actors, you know, they did a very great job of portraying Terry. I really love how AV tackles gentrification as we go into these different interludes of time, as we get to see Terry grow before our eyes, but also we get to see Inez, who she becomes as a mother, as a girlfriend, as a wife. We get to see her kind of grow up before our eyes as well. I like how AV does such a beautiful job of weaving in the gentrification aspects of it, because as New York City changes, it also changes Terry and Inez's lives forever, as we get to see as they're struggling with, you know, how the housing is happening in New York City, you know, with the crime of the change of power and mayors. We get to see how all of these shifts in government, how these shifts in economic growth, and these shifts in gentrification, how it actually dealt huge blows to the Black communities within NYC. I just thought that it's so beautifully done, how she's done a fantastic job of interweaving this into this plot. But most of all, it's just really refreshing to watch a movie about a Black woman who has to deal with a lot of serious blows that are thrown at her. I love how we look at, you know, Inez's love life between her and Lucky, played by William Catlett, who I think he does a great job as well, but how we can see how complicated love can be. You know, how complicated motherhood can be as a single mom, even trying to navigate through that as you're navigating a relationship at the same time. Just think there's so many things, there's so many layers to what it means to be a black woman, what it means to be a black mother, what it means to be a black woman raising a black son, trying to make sure that he can just make it out alive, make it out of high school alive, get a better life. I think it does a really great job of showcasing the sacrifices that parents make in order for their kids to be able to see their dreams fully realized. And so I just think that because of all of these different layers, because of this story, you know, as we get to see what the meaning of 1001, what that actually means, I really enjoyed this film, y'all. It's something that we really don't get to see very often. I think it's so beautifully portrayed. The music soundtrack is dope. I loved everything about it. The only issues I would say is I do wish that we could have spent more time with William Catlett's character, Lucky. I felt like there was more that we could have actually delved deeper into. Other than that, they also, I forgot another pro is them showcasing how the system that is built to help us can actually hurt us at the same time, as we get more revelations revealed with Terry and Inez's and what the nature of their relationship was, you know, why she has to kidnap her son. I think that was really fantastic as well. But I mean, honestly, outside of them just tightening up certain plot holes that happened throughout the course of the film, I really liked 1001. What I would tell you to do with your coins for 1001, I would tell y'all to pay to go see it, okay? Take your whole family. You're going to have a good time. Y'all going to put some respect on Teyana Taylor's name because she's a very fantastic actress, and we have to make sure that we support films like this, and we got to make sure that A.V. Rockwell gets her shine, because I cannot wait to see what she does next, because if this is like your first like narrative feature, baby, the world is yours. So those are my thoughts on 1001. As always, my name is Sharana from Payorwait. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again,